You go up and you sit at the table and then because they can't stand with that way you would participate.
Well, she said she would. Yeah.
We've all been there at some point. When you're an old head, you move up pretty quick.
Okay.
Yeah. Couldn't believe one of them. Vacation doesn't come back. You guys ready? Yes. Remember?
I'm working the microphone.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ready.
It was she just went skiing in Canada, then she went to the warm weather and gave her.
Are you gonna let
heartbreak.
him present?
You know,
We're having an agent, but. I'm five. I had a checkmate. It's already. I can't believe 2 months is already gone of the new year.
I know you've been here, I know Van Dusen and Steve's, not you particularly, but has been here for him before. Okay, it's your call.
Oh, it's the board's call.
Yeah. We don't have, we never have a formal submittal with a concept. Usually, you know.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't have an
Oh,
application.
okay.
So I would say it's up to you, but Mr. Reed isn't here. We don't have an agent form at this point, but we don't have, it's not a formal application. You're just presenting a concept.
Right.
So.
Okay. What's that? Okay. So it's Wednesday, February 25th, 2026. 7:05, we're calling the planning board meeting to order. Please stand. Pledge of allegiance.
Flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The table. And also your name. Who you represent?
Hi, so I'm Matthew Webster with Van Dusen and Steve's Land Surveyors, here on behalf of Tom Reed, for his proposed Snow Green subdivision.
You're able to answer any questions we have about what we have in front of us, the maps and everything?
Yes,
Okay.
I had a hand in helping draw them, so.
Can you just say your name again? I'm sorry, we were not.
Oh, no problem. I'm Matt Webster.
Thank you.
No problem. So this road has been designed to meet all of the town requirements for subdivision specs. As far as width of the right of way, pavement, everything like that, coming to a cul-de-sac. The only thing that has been changed about this from previous proposed town roads that you have seen is that the road has been shortened. So that the lots have been clustered a little more. And fewer lots have been put on the cul-de-sac itself, so that the lots have the frontage at the building setback line. To build, you know, a decent sized house, if you will.
Can you remind us what the previous lot number was compared to the new?
Previously, they've been going for 8 lots. This is to create 7 new lots. So we've taken it down a lot size. I mean, I know there's been a lot of concepts that you guys may have seen. But with this one, we're also proposing that the previously approved lot A there, which has frontage on Hidden Valley Road. So that would now have access from the new road, as would lot 3, of course. Where it has, you know, it still has some frontage on Hidden Valley Road, but the intent here would be to have the access off of the new road.
That's in addition to the 3 established lots, or does that include the 3 established lots that were for the people?
So the 3 established lots, as you can see, are still there. And we're attempting to, out of the existing, now bigger lot that's behind those, we're trying to get 7 new lots.
The first 3 that they created were A, 1, and 2 at the bottom.
So the 7th lot is the remaining portion of this large lot. There's going to be 6, they're proposing 6 more building lots and 1 large leftover lot at this point vacant, at this point vacant.
Yes. Which, could be built on if they wanted to go that direction in the future,
This
but
concept plan that you
Mm.
submitted, does it say anywhere on it that that road is 28 feet wide? Because we looked and we couldn't see that. We see the radius and, but I didn't see where that said that the road was 28 feet wide.
we didn't label it, but it would scale to 28 feet.
Okay.
So the intent is
The intent is to do 28 feet paved road.
correct, to
Okay.
hold to the town standard.
Lot number 8. Is that going to be a building lot? I was just looking at the topography there with the,
Yes. Believe it or not, there are, these are 1-foot contours, so they can look a little intense, let's say. But there is actually a nice site that I've been to up in there that would be feasible for building.
We're talking about lot 8,
right,
yeah, that was.
there's a lot of wetlands.
Yes.
Topography goes. I was there like a couple of years ago when we first started. I just, for some reason, it appeared that the back of the lot seems to go downhill a lot, but you said there's enough room to build.
The wetland.
on that.
Yes,
Be benched in.
and yep, and so we're presenting this as a concept to, make sure the town's okay with it. Before proceeding with full engineered drawings for the APA and everything. So that would be addressed throughout that process.
Where's the,
Do you have any idea where you're going to be?
Where's
putting
the boundary?
stormwater at this point?
That will
Okay,
be
this
part
one.
of the engineered plan.
nothing,
But before going through all of that, we wanted to make sure that
okay.
the board would be amenable to this
The only reason
concept.
I'm asking is,
And what
again,
is
we're
this
talking about lot 8,
Mhm.
that everything's gonna kind of run that way because of the contour.
How much is this? If not-
Yep, and everything would be managed
Because if there's no-
in accordance with New York State practices and everything like that. Yes.
I have a question. So the lot, the very last lot after existing number 1.
Mhm.
That's not yours though, right? None of that's yours. That's the Woods Foundation,
So
everything.
to the east of existing lot 1?
Yep,
Yes.
okay.
Yep.
I answered my own question. Thank you.
So the bold line around these lots is, somebody else's land.
And just for the record, lot or road width, what's the plan on that for pavement wise?
The 28 feet as required by the town.
But this road says 50.66 feet wide.
Where are you looking?
No, that's the easement itself.
Easement, right.
Okay,
Yeah, it's just the property.
and it would be,
Seen it, but it's probably.
Yeah, so that the width of where the road would be dedicated is the 50.66.
128 feet wide.
Correct.
Not
But the-
including-
But the right of way has to be, so.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Between lot 4 and lot 5, that opening,
That's a lot nice.
That's access
Yep.
to lot 9.
that's to get over to lot 9, and what
Correct.
is the dimension of that opening?
55.62 feet along the curve.
Is there any plans to
Do you want this to look
make that into a road?
That would be their driveway, right?
But yeah, at this time, there are no plans to turn that into a road or anything. But as you can see, there's an existing, so along the back of lots 3, 4, and 5. There are APA wetlands, but there's an existing crossing through there. So the APA said, can you design something so that that is the crossing that would be used to access the rest of the land? So that was the intent here.
So the only way to get to the bulk of lot 9, which is the bulk of all the land, is to get along that.
It has a strip that goes the whole hill. Or
Yeah.
Gateway,
Oh, is that
you know.
on,
Yep. It's
On the
not
back side
on,
of it.
yeah, you can't see it on the detail page, but
You can see it on this paper that I put in your packet.
So are we, is it still a cluster subdivision?
Road there.
No,
No,
No.
no longer, okay.
No, they got nothing for sure.
Cause that was one concept one time, right, to do a cluster and leave the rest for otherwise, and then they.
well, originally. Sort of-
Yeah.
We got from EPA.
Yeah.
Double box, not being them.
So under this one, they all meet the, so under this one, they all meet the minimum requirements.
1 acre,
1 acre, cause it's RE.
200 foot width. Golf, they've got that mapped all out for you with
Okay.
those dotted lines, so.
and actually the smallest proposed lot even is almost 2 acres.
We've just seen so many versions for
I
this.
know,
So with approving that, then the remaining 95.5 acres, can they develop that further?
there,
In the
it
future?
leaves 74.34 acres, okay? And they, by APA, they are allowed 2 more building rights, I believe. I
Mhm.
think that's what they have left, 2 more building rights in this whole overall acreage that they've had. So it's possible that they may come back with something for 2 more somethings, but that's not the proposal that you're looking at today, but they still have 2 more building rights from APA,
For density.
right, for density. For us, they have a lot more, but they have
Right.
to go by APA because they supersede us.
Yeah, it's whichever's stricter. At the end of the day.
And of course, any further action, you know, if they decided to do anything with that in the future, it would still be subject to review by this board.
So you're in front of us today looking for.
The concept plan itself, right?
Correct. Yep. If anyone, you know, has any questions, objections, sees any red flags.
From kids' family.
That's where I still have to eat Thanksgiving dinner.
The wetlands.
Yep,
They obviously are protected by the APA,
correct.
so. What steps will be taken to make sure that somebody doesn't start bulldozing and stuff in there
Yep,
as
so.
they build on those lots?
Yeah, understood. So as you can see, it's a little difficult to see, but on lot 8 especially, you can see the building setback line. And the setback line on the southerly side looks a little weird because it's a setback from the wetlands, as that is greater than the building setback for, you know, property lines. So they can't do anything beyond that line. And the APA heavily enforces such things, so.
Thank you.
Yeah, rightfully so. That's not a critique.
Yeah, another question. More zoomed out page, just my curiosity, the dashed double dot lines that have like Jessup's patent, Luzerne tract,
Mhm.
Nish patent, what's that line?
Those are the great boundary lines. If you look on that map right there, Jessup's patent were the original lines, and a lot of times you'll see that in deeds when it's used as a boundary line. So a lot of times for the APA especially, they'll use those great boundary lines to set their classifications off of. Just a little history.
Okay.
So like if you ever read a deed and it says, you know, lying in the southerly portion of Jessup's patent, and including some of the Luzerne tract or something like that, that kind of helps us figure out, you know, say this person only owns land north of this line or south of that line. And believe it or not, those have come into play when determining boundaries. They still do on a daily basis, so. Thank you.
Is the asphalt 20 or 25 feet?
He's 28.
28 feet.
For a cul-de-sac.
For the new road, the Hidden Valley Road label says 20, but that's for Hidden Valley.
I'm like, I've looked at this plan so many times, and my only other question is the um turnaround, is that standard for what we've approved with the town before?
50 is the minimum radius. They have a 70-foot.
And you're gonna turn that over, you're gonna request the town to take over the road after the fact?
That would be the intent, yes.
Are the two W circle symbols by the cul-de-sac? Are those like existing wells? What are those?
They are existing wells. Obviously, they wouldn't work to keep. But that's part of the plan.
Just, okay. They don't have any service
No,
that's useful, yeah. Okay.
The paperwork, this was brought to us last year in July and got tabled by the applicant. The first thing about paving the road. So underneath that is where Karen put the new proposal.
Yeah, on the cover sheet, as John is saying. Tonight's meeting is it's down near the bottom.
I think the biggest thing up before was the applicant's unwillingness to meet the road standards.
Right, and he wanted it not to be paved.
And he's,
I don't see a problem.
yeah, he's.
Well, like you did state that you're willing to pave the road 28 feet as what we asked for
correct.
a few years ago. I think that was one of the big,
That was the only.
Yeah. I don't think we did have a public hearing, well, that's over with.
And then you said he'd have to come up with a hardship and he never did, so.
They withdrew it within days of that meeting anyway. Well, they asked not to be put on the next agenda. They didn't formally withdraw it.
No, did you see any problems in the? Yes, to,
Okay, I'll make the motion to accept the concept plan for a 7-lot subdivision.
I'll second.
Seconded by Mike. All right. Roll call vote to accept the concept plan. Tony Springer,
Yes.
Francis Mondell,
Yes.
Josh Fisher,
Yes.
Michael Panich,
Yes.
Rose Abatora,
Yes.
Mary Ellen Allison,
Abstain.
and Chairman John Kernster.
yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. 6 votes yes, 1 abstain, motion carried.
What to do going forward, right?
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Mike.
So chance, let's need to read the minutes.
Yes.
Any additions or subtractions?
I have a mic.
Yep.
On the map, the Gordon, as executor, I sold the Gordon and Betty Ellsworth land 2.5 years ago.
I can't hear you.
The landmark is Gordon and Betty Ellsworth. Right, sold that to Sean and Shannon Graham like 2.5 years ago.
Top left lot on the first page of the oversized maps.
Just a minor,
So your point is that that should get updated, the
Yeah.
new ownership.
Well, it might not be updated at the county clerk's office yet, which might be the problem.
Right.
Right here.
The lot, nothing changed on the lot size or anything, just the name.
The county only rolls over that information like one time a year, so it might not be up. It's usually like the end of March or something.
I sold it.
Yeah, but if they didn't file the deed right away,
Oh, yeah, I don't know when they did that.
Okay, so if nobody has any additions or subtractions, I make a motion, we approve the minutes from January.
I'll accept, second.
Second by Tony. Motion to accept the minutes, all in favor? Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried.
Okay, another thing that, all the new business, last month we talked about zoning. They changed the date to March 4th instead of the 10th. So if you want to come and,
Oh, it's March 24th.
yes,
When will our meeting be for March?
25th.
Yeah.
Yours is always on a Tuesday night and ours are
what are you saying? Ken?
March 24th.
No, that, that meeting.
Yes, that's,
That zoning committee?
That's the date that they put out, but they haven't informed everybody on the committee yet of it. They just checked with a couple of us to see if the date was good, so.
Just don't want anybody showing up on March 10th.
And it would still be, what time was that?
7 o'clock to 8:30.
7:30?
So you're.
7 to 8:30.
I'm thinking the 24th.
Yes.
So they should be.
Yeah, that's for the zoning update.
Don't have to come. You can't really participate if you're not part of the committee, but you can be here and watch. Seven to 8:30, right? They're pretty strict about the time too. They're out of here at 8:30.
Same property.
Any other business, Karen?
That meeting, is that for the attorney? I'll have to look further into that. The only other thing I had was, Darren, we had another applicant send in a resume for the planning board.
So that'll have to go to the town board, you know.
Okay,
do
so,
it
yeah,
review.
I was like, and then I thought there was.
Was Darren.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anybody else? I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second. Gotta be quicker than that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing none, motion carried.
Do we need to